Solids of revolution. Let's continue having more examples. And this time we are given this function x for y. So x equals 2 over y. And we need to spin this curve around y-axis this time, not x-axis. And given bounds, y is from 1 to 4. So let's do that. So first I want you to be able to imagine how it looks like, the curve. So it's simple and easy. This is our x and this is our y. And let's do that 1, and this is 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll make like short table, and this time we're gonna flip the table. We'll start with y and then x. Y is independent and x is dependent. So if we substitute for y equals 2, y equals 2. So 2 over 2 is 1. So x is 1. So let's plot that. I'm acting like student actually. So y equals 2 and x equals 1. Y equals 2 and x equals 1. This is the point. How about 4? We choose from 1 to 4. How about 4? How it looks like 4. So 2 divided by 4 is a half. So when y is 4, x is a half in here. Okay. So 2 divided by 4 is a half. What if we choose 1? How it looks like? 2 divided by 1 is 2. So when y is 1, x is 2. So this is our curve. This is the curve of the function x equals 2 over y. And now we need to spin this curve around y-axis. This is y-axis and this is x-axis. If you spin this curve around x-axis, how it looks like? Spin it, imagine it with me. It will give us beautiful figure. Beautiful figure. Spin. Like spin. Dot it here. And be connected. It will look like a corrugated horn. Corrugated horn. If you graph it, it looks like that. You need to be knowledgeable. Not truncated cone, it's horn. So this is the actual figure that we get it by spinning this curve around y-axis. If you want to find the volume, let's apply now the formula and it will work. So let's do that here. So the volume of y, we do pi r squared from 1 to 4. We spin it from 1 to 4 with respect to y. So pi r squared, if you integrate it, it will give us the volume. Okay? Remember that. So now let's substitute for the given function. I prefer to use that. So it will be volume of y equals integral from 1 to 4. Let's do pi outside. Take it outside. And r of y is the given function, which is 2y to the negative 1 square. The function here, this function here, is this one. Remember, just plug it in. 2y to the negative 1 and square it. So let's square it before the integration. So volume of y equals pi integral from 1 to 4. And 2 square is 4. And y to the negative 1 square, it will be y to the negative 2. With respect to y. Let's take 4 outside. It will be 4 pi integral from 1 to 4 of y to the negative 2 with respect to y. Now the function is ready to integrate. So the integral, keep 4 pi and the integral of y to the negative 2. Remember, we add 1 to the exponent to be negative 1. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1, divided by negative 1. And our bounds from 1 to 4. So it will be 4 pi outside, and replace 4 in here. So 4 to the negative 1. So it will be 4 to the negative 1. 4 to the negative 1. Divided by negative 1, which is negative, minus. Replace 1. 1 to the negative 1. Divided by negative 1 will be positive. So this will be 1 over 1. And this will be 1 over 4. So negative 4th and 1. If you combine it, it will give us 3/4 times 4 pi that we have. Cancel out 4 with 4. The final result is 3 pi. So the volume of this figure, it will be 3 pi unit cubed.